one practice swing before we hit this one. Let me fix the line for you. We're going to hit the back side of the line. Okay, take one more swing. Excellent. I want you to move the ball a little further up in your stance. Up in your stance, not back. I want you to move your body this way. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Perfect. Good result. Hit way behind the line.
Believe you.
Yeah, I want you. See this line? I want it to be. You have it here in your stance. I want it to be a little more further up in your stance, towards your left foot. Easier way to explain it. Sand. I will hit a few more. I want you to take another practice swing and really focus on moving it further up in your stance and focus on the spot behind the ball. There you go. Victim.
Sir?
Oh, we already went. Who's our last victim?
That's it.
Okay. I'm going to show you gentlemen a few different lies, especially that you get here in Florida. Why you chunk it, skull it, blade it, whatever you kind of want to call it. As you notice, various golf course to golf course down here, the greens are going to be really, or the bunkers are going to be really fluffy. To compact sand like this. You gentlemen know how to. I agree. You gentlemen have any input on how to hit each shot? Okay. I want to see how you'd hit that. I'll show you how I've learned how to hit that. Great student here, like to hit the hard shots first. Al's gonna love this when you're up his bunker.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I have a better one.
What's worked for me on these shots
That's what I want to do.
over the years, what's really helped me is you want to choke up on the club first of all. You want to make sure your swing is steep. You don't want it here. You're going to hit everything behind the ball, and then you're going to dump it. So I feel like if you get steep, you can get right on top of the ball, and it's just going to pop up in the air. It depends on how far you want to hit it. But if you're, for instance, going to that whole location, I feel like the steeper you get, the more it's going to pop up in the air.
Those not to be flat, be the same lie, to make every lie a flat lie.
Of course, yeah. You want to adjust your shoulders and body, and they're going to adjust kind of as you stand. I mean, you stand like this, you're going to feel uncomfortable. But, I mean, if you adjust what you have, and second of all, you really want to get grounded with your feet. Don't just stand there on top of the ground. Feel comfy in the ground. You see a lot of people on tour and good professional golfers and good amateur golfers do the same thing. I feel like, if you get grounded with your feet, pretty solid, take it a little steep, the ball will pop right up in the air.
I think you also have to know that you're going to hit and the club's going to stay there. You're not going to be swallowing through. You're going to plug the club into the ground.
I agree. Yeah. Okay, so that's one trouble shot you have. What's another one? Okay, show me how you'd hit this.
Okay.
It worked.
Work.
It worked. Let me do that
So
again.
what's your philosophy? How do you
You gotta,
think when
you gotta get your shoulders down.
how do you think when you set up to the shot?
First of all, you want your shoulders to be down the slope, and you want to be able to make sure you hit behind it with an open face.
Okay.
I think.
It's one of the harder shots probably in golf. The downhill slope on a bunker.
Wasn't very good.
That's a hard shot. Don't hit it there.
Especially when you're short-sided like this. So it's pretty
So I
hard.
get it back out there.
Nope. What I've learned on these shots,
Yeah.
you, like Mr. Trella said before on the uphill, you have to adjust the angle of your body,
Yeah.
shoulders, everything kind of going with it. I feel like that the ball cannot be back in the stance. That's just my philosophy, and it's worked for me over the years. I feel it's a little more middle front, and you have to get into it. This is not the easiest shot in golf, especially short side of where we're hitting. But I'll give you what I think is correct. But see, I feel like you have to adjust your whole body, angle,
Very
shoulders.
hard shot. I got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to the back then. Any other?
You know, the smart play might be to hit it here.
Right. Just one more theory that I have as well. I get this a lot. What kind of bounce should we use in the club? Should it be low or high? You're going to play a lot of different terrain golf courses. I feel like the lower the bounce on the club is better for harder sand, more compacted sand. The higher the bounce will be better for softer sand. But I mean, it would just vary.
The higher the bounce means the wider the flange.
The higher the bounce, it'll show on the back of the club. It'll be like 56.8. So the higher that 0.8 would be the higher the bounce. So it would be more. It wouldn't be as rounded here. It would be steeper.
What's that say? What's that mean? What's the number 12 mean?
That's 12 degrees bounce.
Okay. Do you have any bounce?
So that would.
Can't see. Show me. Blind. Doesn't say.
It must be a cheap club.
It is. I got it on sale.
Did you buy it at Bonita Bay?
I got it, yeah, from EJ. It's on
Yeah,
sale.
So, yeah, I feel like.
What are you hitting with, Justin?
What am I hitting with? I'd have to even look. I think I've got a lob wedge here with 7 degrees of bounce.
7.
7.
I have 12.
The theory behind that one is I don't seem to take too much of a divot on these kinds of shots.
That's why you had such a difficult time with that one.
Yeah. So it just dug right
So
into the
if you
ground.
hit mine back there, it'd be much easier.
I'll let you try that. So what I'm saying, I'm just trying to say, like, just on a regular on a regular lie that we have in the bunker, that the higher the bounce will be better off softer sand. The lower the bounce will be better off harder sand, because the leading edge is going to get. I mean, if you hit a shot, this is more compacted sand. You want that leading edge to get behind the ball quicker, because I mean, the more the bounce, the club's going to bounce off the ground. With this shot, you're going to kind of cut like a knife and be able to get under it quicker.
Excuse me, I don't think I understand that, because it seems to me the more bounce you could get in sooner into the sand, and the club would be, that bounce would keep the club without keeping it from digging in, and therefore hit the ball. If you have a sharper thing, you run the risk of it digging in more, and therefore have a hard time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's preference for sure.
No, I
I'm
don't
just-
know. That's physics here.
sounds counterintuitive.
Not necessarily physics. It's basically what I've taught, and it's what's worked for me over the years. Everybody has their different preferences, and
Okay.
I've always gone lower bounce on a wedge, just because I like to hit it higher, and it's helped me hit it higher. Okay, gentlemen. Appreciate you coming out today.
Okay.
Until next time.
Thank you. Turn that